Right there with him all the way. What does it feel like to go through this together?
It's it's been 3 years, and when I talk about it with him, it's hard to believe it's been 3 years. It's gone fast. But I told him up on the stage when I hugged him, I said, "This is what you came for." I said, "You came for moments like this." And someone made the comment that great golfers are measured by majors, and great coaches are measured by championships. And I felt bad because if you don't ever win a championship, it doesn't diminish how good you are, how talented you are as a coach or an administrator or whatever. But in the back of your mind, it always lingers. And so to be able to wipe that away and to get on with continuing to grow your program and do things you want to do. But it's been 3 fast years, and I tell you, we've tried to take all the little things that people have said and there's been a lot of hurt in that. People say some very hurtful things, and Cal's managed that. He loves representing Kentucky, and I think that he has a passion for this job, and he fits it well. And it loves him, and he loves it. And so he's very deserving, and couldn't be happier for a guy that has given a lot to the game of college basketball. And I don't want to lose sight of the fact of all the young men that he's helped get to the spot to achieve their dreams. And this is a dream for a lot of them, and a lot of them will take this and go to another spot, and that's certainly okay too.
We were wondering if he'd let loose at all, and he's even in the end deflecting. It's not about me. It's not about me. It's not about me. But personally,
no.
I mean, it's
you're in this business to win and to compete. At the end of the day, you got to remember who you are, and he knows who he is. And then when we first met 3 years ago, I didn't know, but I will tell you, the guy knows who he is. He's very comfortable trying to help young people, and he does a great job. He does so much away from the game people don't see, and so for him to not get the credit for what he does on and off the floor would be a shame. And I think this helps him give him credit for what he has done on the floor and the way he's developed young people. All away from the game, he does amazing stuff. He's got a wonderful family, and it's been a pleasure to work with the guy, and I enjoy working with him. And I had an old boss who used to tell me, he says, when you go to work, he goes, you want to hire people you can stand to look at it with. And you're going, okay, well that makes sense. In reality, sometimes it doesn't work. And I give Cal the room to do what he needs to do, and I enjoy working with the guy. It's a good relationship. It's a fun relationship. It's an easy relationship, and he makes it easy, and that's what he does well.
How does he make it easy?
Huh?
How does he make it easy?
He's just got a great personality. I mean, he's got a great personality. He can laugh. He can laugh at himself. He's gracious to give other people credit. He cares about the university. He cares about the university, and he cares about our state. It's little things like the thing to Haiti. It's things like helping people in the mines when the mines collapse. It's things like going to Frankfurt to speak out for higher education. It's things like that people don't see. That he does all that other stuff in addition to carrying the mantle of being the basketball coach at Kentucky. And he takes a CEO position of our basketball program, and so we're very fortunate.
You mentioned how fast the 3 years have been. Take us back to that time. Could you have envisioned this coming this quickly?
No, to be honest with you. You hope, and you always hope. You want it to happen, and you want to get to a spot where, because that's what Kentucky fans expect. They don't expect you to come in here and say, hey, be patient, give us some time. That doesn't happen at Kentucky. That's not one of those places, and that's okay. We knew that when we came. I knew that when I came. Cal knew that when he came. And he says that to our players. This place isn't for everybody. You got to understand what you're walking into, because this is a state that takes incredible pride in this program, and it is something that is a big mantle to carry.
It's easy to say now, but is there a more perfect spot or relationship, marriage, if you will, between the program and Cal?
I can't see one. I think he does. Our program is made for him, and it is made. We're made for him.
He's made for it.
Yeah, you got to scramble my thoughts here, but that's. I think it's a wonderful fit, and he does a great job of just helping us, celebrate Kentucky, and he'll take this and find a platform to continue to do things to help the state and the university.
Were you at the first Madness when he gave the
Yes.
state team? What was going through your mind when he was talking about the mountaintop and all that?
I mean, I think he genuinely meant that, he wanted to take Kentucky back to the mountaintop, and it's a climb to get up there. It's hard. This stuff isn't easy. I mean, look at the path we had to go to get to this place, who we had to go through to get to the national championship game. It was not an easy path. We played some incredible basketball players and some really talented basketball programs, some great programs, and some incredible coaches. And they threw the gauntlet at him and our team, and our young group handled it really, really well. I mean, they've done it all year. I mean, as Cal said, they've had the bullseye on them from almost mid-January on, and they have handled it with grace. And we've been knocked to the ground, we've been drugged to the ground, hit in the face, and our kids have never reacted. They have just gone on about their business, and it was workmanlike, and it was businesslike. And tonight, it was sort of a workmanlike effort, especially in the second half, but they got it done, and that's typical of this team. They just do what they need to do. They're competitors. They have a will to win, and the greatest smiles in college basketball, I'm convinced. I love them, the way they walk through this deal. And they come out of the locker room, they're grinning. So it's pretty good.
Were you in here for the post-game cool-down period with Cal and the players when it was closed?
No, I was out on the court. I'm sorry.
Oh, you were.
I was seeing my family. So.
You're close. You make it a point to be in the lives and be close to the student athletes, not just basketball. But I know you've been close with Darius Miller, where he was in the NIT as a freshman. Now he's cutting down the last piece of net in a national championship. It's his career. How cool is it to see a guy like that persevered?
Good for him. Good for him. And Darius isn't done playing basketball. He is a talented young guy. He's got a great smile. Right? Every time I said, he'll walk out locker room and say, "Come on, Smiley, give me one." And he will. But it's been a tough road. I mean, that first year, I'm sure he's thinking, "What in the world did I sign up for?" And 3 years later, he's been to an Elite Eight, 2 Final Fours, 2 conference championships, 2 tournament championships, a national championship. A pretty good run the last 3 years for him, and that's to his credit that he just hung in there and battled. It's not easy.
Cal has continued to deflect the national championship, what it means for your career question. Do you think some of that has to do with the fact that he hadn't won one and he was continued to ask about it? And how much is that, sincere and genuine with him reflecting it?
I think that he's always, I think he's pretty genuine. Yeah, but I mean, again, I go back to what I said earlier. Everybody, you're in this business to win, and he'd be, he's going to go sit down like I will. I've been in this 30 years. I won a rifle national championship with our rifle team, but I've never won a women's basketball. I've been in a long time. I've been at BCS bowl games at Tennessee, at Oregon State, and we've done that. And the feeling is different. This is a different feeling.